Welcome back to Acid Switch, everybody. My name is C to C. Behind me, I have the Quail. You can see them better up here on the Quail cam. And this is another episode of Home on the Cob. So stay tuned till the end and chat with me. And for today, I've got not a whole lot planned, actually. Okay, I shouldn't say that. I had an outdoor podcast planned, like the previous one, the pull-up podcast, because I want to do more of those, or pick-up podcast. I can't remember what I called it at the moment, but yeah, where I was like outdoors in the back of my truck, in front of the mounds of dirt. I want to go back to the pile, or maybe somewhere else. But it's been a raining weekend. Um, I got some stuff done earlier, and I was tired at the end of this week, so I was just like, screw it. I got some stuff done earlier. I took a fat old nap. Then I woke up and was like, you know what? I should probably just try to do a podcast. Um, Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to drop this on Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to any mothers that might be watching. Make sure to drop a comment if you are a mother. Would love to somehow reach out and send you a gift if at all possible. Whether you reach out to me on one of my other accounts or whatever, but that's something I could definitely make happen. That'd be cool. So we'll see if that ends up happening. But I hope y'all are having a good Mother's Day today. I hope you had a chance to talk to your moms and ask them how they're doing and things like that. Lord knows I definitely need to more often. I think my mom's been doing pretty good for the most part, though. Definitely have been doing worse in the past with man, her current husband had like a kidney transplant and all that a few years ago. That was wild. But now they've been doing pretty good in more recent years. But yeah, happy Mother's Day. Um, and people have been joking with me like, "Oh, you're a mother too, because you hatched the quail." Now that I got these quail, and that's not really true, but it is funny. Uh, you don't have to get me anything for Mother's Day, though. I'm definitely good on that. I hope you do enjoy the quail cam. I find it kind of funny. I just have my other webcam over here pointed at the quail, so you can get a little closer look. The one that just raised its neck, I'm wondering if that one is a rooster. It seems to be exhibiting alpha behaviors. It's walking around and like, like water, water, water. That's what its call is when they're a rooster. They start saying things like that, like Andrew Tate. But yeah, no, it's been pretty decent. Yeah, today what I did earlier, I had a big old bean bag here in the corner of the studio. So if it seems like more open over here, it's because I had a chair in the corner and I scooted it in this corner because I had a big old, that huge bean bag. I think y'all might remember from the podcast or the episode that Marcus was on early on, like over a year ago when I made this channel. But I got rid of the giant bean bag. It just didn't really get used, and it was kind of old as it was. So I had an opportunity to get rid of it. My parents got a dumpster, so they had another one too. So they got rid of both of them, I think. But those things are pretty cool to have. Those giant bean bags. I do recommend them. I just wouldn't recommend as big a one as what I had. Ooh, excuse me. But yeah, I hope you guys like my new hoodie. I went ahead and printed up a new one since I'd be wearing the same hoodie on here all the time. It seemingly, even though I have multiple of the same ones because I make them myself. But there's a t-shirt version of this design on my website, so go check that out if you want one. I'll make one for you. Just place your order, and I'd really appreciate that. It would help me be able to afford more quail food and new equipment for the studio and be able to make more rugs and tutorials. Speaking of which, right behind me, another thing I did recently, I gotta send it out. Been really busy, but I made this rug from my friend Bryce, and it's actually a like a glow in the dark rug. I would show you, but I have some lights. My plant lights over here are on a timer, and I don't feel like unplugging them and resetting the timer later. So but I got this glow yarn, and I'll show you guys in a video, probably one of my next couple of videos. I'll do like I recorded the whole process of me making the rug, so you'll definitely be able to see in that video, like what it looks like glowing, because it's crazy. It's a cool design that Bryce sent me for for this rug. I mean, it turned out great. It's some dope mushrooms. Really, like a lot. Everyone keeps asking me about this mushroom rug. It's like, nah, I made this. That's like the Pokemon evolved form of that one. And then like the little pink ones are like the pink one, and like the blue ones are like the pre-evolved, like the Pichu, and then this one's like the Pikachu. But low key, we got freaking Gyarados over here. No, I'm just playing it. It'd be Raichu, I guess. But yeah, that's something I worked on this week though, and you guys will get to see the process. And yeah, I made a glow in the dark rug that's pretty exciting. I can't wait to show that to y'all. But yeah, as far as the Quail go, since that's really the main thing on my mind as of lately as well, they're doing really well. They're actually almost fully grown. They're all white except the one brown one, as you might remember me saying in the recent video about the Quail, which I'll try to remember to link at the top of this. And yeah, they're doing really good. They're eating. Right now they look to just be chilling. They aren't too stressed out by me moving them from their main enclosure into here. Hopefully I'll be able to tell if they're male or female. I might do that after filming this podcast. Maybe tomorrow. But that's something else I need to get done this weekend, aside from hauling that giant beanbag out of this basement, which was really impossible. It's a really narrow hallway getting out of here. But yeah, the Quail they're doing pretty well. I'm excited for them to start laying eggs. I'm just right now I'm actually mostly just trying to wean them off of their chick food. I'm trying to get them fully on their adult food and adult grit, because you have to grit. What grit is like little rocks that you put in their food that help them digest and grind up the food, because they don't have teeth to chew up the food. But yeah, I have to figure out how many males and females I have, because if I get too many males together, then they might start fighting and pecking at each other. I'm trying to watch out for that. I'm trying to keep an eye out for like if any of them have injuries from being pecked at and things like that. So that's the main thing I'm probably going to get done with them this weekend. I have a giant enclosure that I built for them that I'll be showing y'all a video of here pretty soon. But yeah, I got the whole build on time lapse. I built them an outdoor run, and that's all very exciting. Let's go ahead while I've got you here just to kind of get things warmed up. Oh, actually, no, before I get into anything else, on my last podcast, right, I was sitting in the back of my truck. I was outside. It was very cold. I know I'm kind of a wimp. I sound like a wimp how I kept talking about how it's cold, but you know what? It's been hot out lately. I'm not used to being out at like 6 a.m. It gets cold that early here on the Cobb. But I didn't even pay respects to the late and great Jerry Springer. He had passed like the day before that, and I was just so tired and whatnot at that moment trying to film that I forgot to mention that. It's a really unfortunate thing that Jerry Springer passed. He definitely had a very toxic environment at his show and all that was intentionally placed. But no, the show led to a lot of other shows. Like if you think about it, like just off the top of my head right now here, the Jerry Springer show probably led to the Jersey Shore series. It probably led to, it definitely led to like Maury, the whole paternity stuff at Maury's. I was thinking about it one day as like, could he have basically influenced the whole influencer movement? In a sense, the idea that reality TV influenced a generation of people to try to like make their real life kind of a reality TV show, and that's why we have influencers to a degree. He was one of the forefront people to kind of push reality TV in the more chaotic sense, which is how we ended up with influencers if you go through the motions in your mind, you can kind of get there. I don't know. I mean, he didn't invent reality TV by any means, but definitely something interesting to think about. But rest in peace, Jerry Springer. He, you know, I don't know too much about him or all that, but uh, or even really how he passed. I think he was he was up there in the years though. But yeah, I was surprised to hear that. I was definitely surprised to hear that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments about Jerry Springer. You know, daytime TV stuff. I didn't watch Jerry Springer that much growing up. Not gonna lie though, I watched a lot of Maury in my day, but I did not watch much Jerry Springer. Uh, what I have seen was pretty funny and all, but I watched a lot of like public access TV growing up, and I did not watch much Springer. I feel like that was a little bit before when I was able to access that stuff, because I was on like The Simpsons and Maury and PBS Kids and whatnot when I was homesick. But let's see what else. Dr. Phil, Judge Joe Brown, Judge Judy, daytime judge shows, man, those are so good. I love watching those even to this day. I like to get on YouTube and watch a little bit of them. They're not as good nowadays though. I don't like how polished it is. I miss the feeling of watching it on a big fat TV, and you're getting the reception with an antenna, and you got to move it around to get the clearest picture possible. And you get the clearest picture possible, and the clearest picture possible just looked absolutely awful still compared to today's standards. But back then, it was like, I got it. Like, this just, I'm a god. Technology, you are mine. And yeah, it was like an adventure back in the day watching TV sometimes. I guess people just won't know anymore to some degree. Some people still don't have a TV to their name though, and we definitely have to keep that in mind. But no, yeah, them daytime shows were pretty good. I did not watch much Springer though. I watched a bit, enough to respect the name, but I don't have a favorite moment or anything like that. I guess it was just, yeah, like I said, a little bit before. But we'll go ahead and move on to the next segment. All right, the next segment. We're back for another little bit of a podcast. We're going to continue on with something. I mainly just had to go upstairs and get another drink. I'm still sipping on the Truly. The margarita pack is my favorite. It's the sweetest. It probably has a little more sugar in it. I don't even know. I don't think it's supposed to have sugar in it. When I was upstairs, I broke a glass. I haven't done that in a while. I dropped it and broke it, but it didn't make that big of a mess or break into like small pieces, so I picked it up. I think I forgot to throw it away though. I think I left it sitting on the counter. So I'll probably have to take another quick break in a little while and go check on that just to make sure. But not really a big deal. My wife is sleeping. Excuse me. I woke her up. When I went up to get my drink, I started sipping on it a little bit, and I was like, well, while I'm up here, I might as well take a second. There was, I think, just some random, probably police interaction or cops video playing on YouTube, and I just went to my living room, and my wife was passed out. The dogs were mostly passed out, but Verdi was being annoying, the big one. She's not down here anymore because I put a sturdy baby gate at the top of the stairs. Well, it's the same baby gate, but I just screwed it into the doorway so that she can't get down here anymore. So now I can have my Quail out for your enjoyment. You're welcome. But so I went ahead and let the dogs out because Verdi was being annoying. Wife woke up, and so I went ahead and just let the whatever was playing just keep playing. Let the dogs back in, and then what I like to do when my wife is asleep Excuse me, jeez. Something was scratching my throat. Sorry about that. What I like to do when my wife is asleep, though, is I find a random Daft Punk playlist. Like, here, I'll show you. It's usually like a greatest hits, and yeah, just one of these like Daft Punk greatest hits things. And I think it was actually this one. I want to show you just because, like, yeah, it was this one in particular. And the song Instant Crush, when that came on, it was like number 2. So just like, you know, just right there. It was hitting. It was definitely hitting. I was loving it. Having a great time up there, waiting for my dogs to come inside. Went to let them all in, and Hugo was in the middle of taking a dump, so I had to wait for him to be done, and then I could finally let them back inside. I literally just had one of those moments where I was like, am I even recording right now? I would have been so mad. Like, what am I even talking about? Why did I just sit there and talk about that for that long? But nah, it is yeah, it's pretty funny. She's gonna wake up and the Daft Punk music will be playing. I wonder if she'll even notice. And oh yeah, I went ahead and found some, it was some sea life footage. Probably be able to find that, have that playing on the podcast here actually, because it was some like 12-hour footage or something. I wonder if it was this one. Something like this. We'll just kind of sneak that up there for a little bit. And saltwater fish are pretty cool. It's crazy. Some of them are like poisonous. Some of them can live in fresh water. Let's see. What are some other facts about saltwater fish? Saltwater fish do not have to drink water because they are less salty than the environment around them. Therefore, they naturally absorb water through osmosis, where fresh wait, hold on, I have to double check that. Did I just get that wrong? I don't even know. Hold on, let me double check. Do saltwater so yeah. Okay, yeah. No, I had it wrong. Wrong. That's me right there. Now I just gotta drink all this truly because I'm wrong. Yeah, no. Because salt water is so salty, fish lose the water inside of them. Therefore, saltwater fish have to drink water to stay hydrated. Some people didn't know whether or not fish drank at all. I did know. I forgot which one it was. I was wrong. I literally was about to tell y'all the wrong thing. And I was like, nah, that I have to know. I have to at least know and understand why the thing is that I'm telling these people, whoever might be watching. And yeah, we made sure to do that through science. That's right, science. Yeah, I'm gonna drink this. I'm gonna take that L.
It's Rum on the beat.
Save a little bit. But yeah, some fish drink water. What's another fact about saltwater fish that I know? There are probably more species of saltwater fish than freshwater fish. I'm sure there are probably, yeah, like some of the largest creatures on the planet live in salt water. Um, well, let's see here. Salt water, salt water. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know too many other facts about saltwater or ocean fish. I've never kept any saltwater fish before. I have kept freshwater fish. I currently have a few upstairs, but mighty fascinating. Mighty fascinating. I mean, not really, but but it'll make for the beginning of the next segment, I guess. I don't even. Let's see. So yeah, I don't even know. I Some of the things I like to talk about on podcasts, I guess, are like things that I thought as a kid. And one thing I thought about the other day was like one thing that I definitely used to think was that like every actor had a double that was an exact lookalike of them at whatever age. So when they were shooting a movie for, let's say, Get Rich or Die Trying, there was a child 50 Cent, a but I'm saying before I saw the movie, like my mind probably told me that there was gonna be a child 50 Cent that looked exactly like him, teenager 50 Cent, adult 50 Cent, maybe an old man 50 Cent mixed in there. And rather than me thinking that it was like makeup or whatever, I thought it was that they were just lucky enough to find exact doubles of every single celebrity, because I just really was not paying attention to movies, I guess, back then. But I thought that was funny. I don't even know if I've said it on a podcast yet, but one dumb thing, I think I might have, but when I was a kid, one dumb thing I thought when I was a kid was like, you know how you can kind of see the bones in your knuckles, like when you when you like make a fist, you can kind of see the bones of your knuckles. I thought that meant that like you were like very sick or something, like you were about to die. I thought like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. But I thought that was crazy. I thought something is very wrong, something very bad is about to happen. And here, I'll turn this back on for a second. And yeah, I definitely thought some other dumb things. But let me know in the comments what you thought when you were a kid that makes you feel like you were definitely an idiot. I know I definitely was back then. Still can be now. Still can be now, I'll admit that. But we like to have fun. That's a pretty crazy looking fish. It's probably big. It's got cool spots. I need a rug like that. I need to add more fish to the fish wall. Most definitely. Let's see. Y'all want a cryptid on the cob? I think I have oh geez. Alright, random. I do a oh. Oh, they're all over there. Wow. I grabbed the whole box.
It's Rum on the beat.
So I do a segment of cryptids on the cob where there's no, that's not all of them, is it? I don't even know. I think I did all these. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to come back to that. Feel bad that I even brought it up, but yeah, I have not been in the studio very much. I need to clean up. I have these weird and wild creature cards. And I've done a little segment on the channel called Cryptids on the Cob, basically where I read off of these cards about some of the cryptid creatures that I have, but I cannot find the rest of them. These appear to be the ones that I've already read. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because it has like the Nandy Bear, the Wyvern, Hopkinsville Goblins. So I need to find the rest of those. I feel really bad, but we'll move on to the next segment. I found the rest of them. Ha 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 ha. See, it's a thick old stack of just cryptids and creatures. So let's do a cryptid on the cob. There's the Kraken, the Mongolian death worm, the Mongolian death worm, and just slithering around like what? Nah, let's see. There's probably some crazy one. There's the Typhon. That sounds kind of crazy. We'll see. Maybe that one. Thunderbird. Gray aliens. Jormungand. Cetus. Let's do Cetus because it kind of reminds me of C2C. Why not? Let's put these over here. So, the Cetus. Oh, it's the Cetus. The Cetus was a ferocious sea monster created by Poseidon, god of the sea, to avenge an insult to the Greek gods. The Cetus ravaged the city of Joppa, killing everything in its path. Well, this is documented. Wow, this is actually, it's real. No, I'm just playing. It says right here, the Cetus, or the monster, was finally defeated and the kingdom saved by the hero Perseus. So this is in the story of Perseus. Three of a kind, according to the legend. The Cetus had front legs like a dog, a bloated body like a whale or dolphin, and a serpent-like tail that was split at the end. Although it was created by the god of the sea and lived in the water, the Cetus was amphibious. It could live on land as well as underwater. So, like, did it have a house? Like, did it have a cave or a house somewhere just chilling on land? How do they know? Nah, I'm just playing. I'm weird, you guys. I'm being weird. I'm being goofy. No, I'm just playing. I'm bored. Honestly, it's late, but happy Mother's Day though. It's not late for y'all. Hopefully you see this right when it comes out, and it's morning. I think I'm gonna drop this pretty early in the morning. Hopefully, maybe like 8. Plan on like 8. Probably 8 or so. Why not? So, Andromeda, the daughter of King Cepheus and Queen Cassiopeia, was the princess of Joppa. Her mother was very boastful and once bragged that Andromeda was more beautiful than any goddess or sea nymph. When Poseidon heard of this insult, he sent Cetus to destroy the queen's land and people. He was like, you know what? How dare you? And after consulting with an oracle, the king found out that the only way to stop the Cetus was to sacrifice his daughter to the monster. Well, that's pretty impractical. That's pretty ridiculous, honestly. So yeah, Roman scholars claim they saw the skeleton of the Cetus in Rome. It measured 40 feet long and had vertebrae that were 6 feet around. I would assume that's a whale, and it continues to say modern scholars think the bones were probably the remains of a beached whale, which, I mean, why would it? Yeah, it would look a lot like an amphibian, I'm sure. Perseus was returning from his battle with the Gorgon Medusa when he came across Andromeda chained to a rock awaiting her fate. He was riding the winged horse Pegasus and carrying the head of the Gorgon in a cloak, because any living creature that saw the face of Medusa was immediately turned to stone. So he kept the head of Medusa to try to use it as a weapon, so that if something looked at it, that hopefully it would still turn to stone even though she was dead. It's crazy. Well, I'm not gonna tell you the rest of that story, but go. I guess go look up the story of Perseus and uh, yeah, that's the Cetus, the story of the Cetus, and another cryptid on the Cobb. Even though it's not really, it's it's funny they mix like the cryptids with mythology because they got like they have like movie monsters, and then they have like, what is this? Oh, this one will be exciting. I'm not gonna do it right now, but it's like the Sekhmet. Like, what is that? That's crazy. I really need to look up these cards and see if I can get the complete set. Because I have a pretty extensive set, but man, if I had like the full set, that'd be dope. That'd be something pretty dope. I'd probably go ahead and switch this off. But anyway, let's see. Um, yeah, I hope y'all are enjoying your time. Shout out to my good friend Rob on the beats for making amazing instrumentals and music for me. And this beat in the background, it's just so nice, man. It's so chill every time. Something I can just think, something I can just think to, you know. Sometimes I'll just be in the studio listening to it. I've had people ask me if the music is actually playing in the studio or if it's playing or if I just add it later. And I can hear it right now as I'm making this. I'm not just sitting in a room in silence. I can hear it in my headphones. I could, if I wanted to, I could have it playing out loud and still be recording into the microphone for y'all.
It's Rob on the beat.
But yeah, it's Rob on the beats, baby. He keeps it 100 too. He sends me a lot of other beats. I got a lot of other music coming. Oh yeah, speaking of that, so I told y'all about the merch, the Primeval merch, Primeval this design, on a T-shirt on the website, but the album is now available on Apple Music, and it's going to be available on Spotify, and it's going to be available on pretty much every other platform too. Already was available on YouTube and SoundCloud, but the only the only version available on YouTube was like the full album version in one video. But now you'll be able to listen to each track on YouTube and still support. So I appreciate every bit of support. I wanted to make it. I don't know why I said and like that. And I wanted to make it possible for y'all to listen to it on your favorite platform or whatever. Because I know I don't listen to music on Spotify or Apple Music or anything like that. I don't really listen to music that much lately, honestly. Maybe that's why I just need to like get more into that. Maybe I could learn a thing or two from one of y'all. But let me know your thoughts on platforms and I guess the perks of using Spotify if you're a fan, or Apple Music, because I couldn't see myself using Apple Music. I don't know how much it costs, but I don't know. Spotify, I feel like I had Spotify a long time ago and it was okay, but that was like forever ago. But I don't know. I don't really plan on getting any of them, but I get like a beat from Rob and I'll record to it on this laptop, or I'm just listening to beats, or I guess if a new album drops, I'm just in my living room and I'll like my computer in my living room is connected to my TV, so I'll just like listen to stuff on YouTube on my TV hooked up to a speaker directly. So I don't know. I don't listen to music as background noise. If I'm listening to it, it's like actively like point and click, listen, and then I'm done, and then I'm doing something else. Like, I don't know. It's kind of weird, honestly. I never really thought about that. Maybe I just need to let go and just listen to music and not like, I don't even know how you describe that. Not like be so picky with the music. Just listen to music again. I miss back in the day when I would just stumble upon things that blow my mind on Pandora, because you get on Pandora and you would choose an artist and it would play other artists that were kind of like them, but you never heard about them. And that's kind of what Spotify is today, I guess, for the most part too. Um, I mean, yeah, it's pretty identical. I don't even know if Pandora is still a thing. Probably not. But yeah, like I used to listen to like the Temptations and stuff like that. I like to listen to Temptations still. The other day I listened to that the Blue Oyster Cult song that all my troubles are gone. It's like the cowbell song that needs more cowbell. I'm pretty sure it's the same one. But it wasn't. What's another older song I listened to? The oh wop bop loo bop la bam bam tutti frutti oh Rudy. And it was like tutti frutti and good booty. Oh man, that's funny as hell. Wonder if I can find that video. Probably not. But no, I'm not gonna. Apparently, the original version of that Little Richard song was tutti frutti good booty
It's Rum on the beat.
instead of oh Rudy. But no, that's hilarious though. So what's another old song? An old song. I actually sat there and listened to that the Dido song, that the original version of that Sway Lee song. And now I'm just playing that. Until I wonder why, and I can't sleep at all. No, Sway Lee killed that remix though. It's no, okay, like sitting there and saying like, oh, the original version of that Sway Lee song. That reminds me that so uh, what was I gonna say? So okay, like Chris Pratt, right? Chris Pratt played Star Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy, and then he obviously is in Jurassic World, which is a major role, and then he did the voice of Mario in this new Super Mario movie, like obviously main character. I just saw earlier that let me see if I can find a picture. Hold on. Yeah, okay. So I'm not just to make sure I'm not incorrect. Make sure y'all can kind of see that. So basically Chris Pratt is going to play Garfield in 2024. And that's what IMDb says, a few other sources, I guess. Um it has John Cena in the cast. What the hell? I don't know. I don't know what. Actually, okay, yeah, it's got Chris Pratt, Samuel L. Jackson. Let me see what Wikipedia has. Samuel L. Jackson as Vic, Garfield's father. Oh my gosh. that's that's pretty intense, man. That's get this mother cat some mother lasagna. Oh my god. But yeah, our kid's gonna be like, did you know that our kid's gonna in the future be like, did you know that the guy that voiced Garfield also was in, like, did you know that the Chris Pratt from Jurassic World also voiced Mario and Garfield? Like, it's gonna be all these things that he's done, and they were all in like this few years of time. But he's been getting tons of roles. But that's funny, man. Samuel L. Jackson in Garfield. Oh, that's funny, man. That's funny. I like that. I like that. Y'all gonna kill it. Y'all are gonna kill it. Oh, that's funny. It's gonna be like, it's gonna be CGI again, I believe, too. Yeah. They need to make. I wonder if it'll be all CGI or partially CGI. I need to figure that out. the news came out about this movie. Excuse me. Chris Pratt was born. Oh, that's just some random information. Chris Pratt was born June 21st, 79, a year after the Garfield comic strip appeared in newspaper and 2 days after Garfield's first birthday. Wow. Crazy.
She think I fixed it, way she feeling it where it's not. I swear she felt it, might just lick it in every spot. I'm about to pop it, walk it and let it fire.
Anyway, this will probably be my last little bit for the night. I grabbed one of the quail. I did make sure to, when I ran upstairs and when I was up there, I made sure that that glass was thrown away, which it was. So, congratulations to me. Things that I'll be working on. Let's see. Things that I gotta work on this week. Well, I'm always working on pet care. Quail care is always a thing I'm working on. This quail actually is the one that has a little curled. Its foot is kind of curled a little bit, but it's been doing okay, so that's good. It might have got. Look a little closer. It looked like this one might have actually gotten pecked at, potentially, or it might just be dirty. But it's got a little spot on the side of its head, so yeah, pretty docile little creature. I can just kind of set it wherever. Probably just make a little spot right there. So got my quail chilling. One of the quail chilling as always. They don't really gotta do too much. They don't really want to explore if the area doesn't seem really hospitable to them. Excuse me. Pardon me. But yeah, album's out. Gonna be out on all platforms. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Let's see, what can we learn with this last little bit? Oh, Quail jumped off. That's okay. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to type, but I am very slow at it. So, origin of the name Pratt, like Chris Pratt, I guess. Let's see. Pratt last name. Yeah, I'm not good at finding these. I haven't really was trying to look this up in a long time. From Middle English, Pratt, cunning, wily, astute. That's funny. You dang Pratt, you Chris Pratt, you dang Pratt. Alright, I gotta catch this quail. Hold on a second.
It's Rum on the beat.
Stay right there and just don't move or do anything. But yeah, that's pretty funny. Origin. Origin of Mother's Day. The official Mother's Day holiday arose in the 1900s as the result of efforts of Anna Jarvis, daughter of Anne Reeves Jarvis. Following her mother's 1905 death, Anna Jarvis conceived of Mother's Day as a way of honoring the sacrifices mothers made for their children. So, come on, Quail. Here, I gotta put this quail back. Hold on. It was like trying to scratch at me. It just did such a poor job. I mean, you might be able to see the marks a little bit, but like it just is not effective. I do have to name the quail pretty soon. I have these little leg bands I was gonna put on them. I have to see if they're big enough now. So when I'm getting ready to sex them and see how many boys and girls I have, then hopefully I'll be able to get bands on a couple of them that are at least on the larger side and start naming them. I think the brown one's name is Uno, and there's the smallest one's name is Quill, but I don't even know if that one's the smallest anymore. They might just have kind of blended now, so we'll see. Yeah, look at these quail. These little quail, little fluff ball creatures. They're really cute though. I want to build them a big cage. Maybe now that I almost yanked my mixer off the top of the computer, like I do sometimes when I pull on the headphone cord. But now that I got this open corner, right now I just have a chair in this open corner, but I can move that out. I could build a big quail cage and just put it in here. So I might consider doing that because I want to build a large cage that I can set up as sort of a quail terrarium, like a desert terrarium, and just have some desert plants in it. Because I already have some desert plants in the studio and they've been doing really well, these cacti and stuff. So let me know what you think in the comments about that, about the quail in general. Go check out that last video here. While we're getting to the end of this video, why not just like react to one of the videos with y'all? Let me find one real quick. So as a special, so yeah, my previous video, let me get, so this is just me talking about how I have quail, talking about how I have the quail cam. I'm gonna just skip that. It's a decent video though. Go check it out if you haven't. Up the quality. I don't know why it was so low. But yeah. That quail was, I think that was the same quail. I want to say that was the curled foot quail that I was just holding. It likes to be held. Maybe it just didn't want to be, sitting on this flower pot based thing. But here in a minute I'll show like the incubator that I use. I don't really talk about details in the video of how long I incubate them or really too many details at all. If you have questions about the quail, go to that video and leave a comment and I'll just like answer your question there if I can. I'm not an expert. I'm not, a quail expert. But that's the incubator right there. It rotates the eggs automatically. You keep them at a little bit under 100 degrees. And then after it's like 3 to 4 weeks. Usually it's like three and a half weeks. I think mine hatched at 3.5 weeks. You'll keep them. When they start hatching, do not open the incubator. Leave it closed for the full, leave it closed for the full 48 hours after the first one hatches, is what I would say. Because they can go a long time without eating when they're first born, but look how tiny they are. Like the feeder that I have in with them now is the same one you saw there, and their foot barely fits in that right now. If you can see it on the quail cam, it's like they're standing on it, and it's just crazy. They're so small. And then that's them when they're a little bit older, like a week old or something. No, that's 2 weeks old, and they can flap their wings, but they have no feathers. And then this is 3 weeks, I believe, but they have no feathers on their head. They got feathers though. Man, they're so cute. Just these little amazing little creatures, little critters. But go check out the full Quail video. We're watching it now in real time, and yeah, you can. That's the Quail. It literally poops on my leg right there. It's amazing, wonderful stuff. Go check it out. But I probably am going to cut this podcast short for today. I was just really hoping to get something out this weekend, and I'm not too displeased with what we've been discussing tonight. we, he. But yeah, hopefully next weekend I'll have time to do an outdoor podcast. I want to go back to the stadium, or maybe find a new spot. Maybe see what John's doing, honestly. See if John wants to do one, because it's been a while since John and I have done one. So I'll probably tell him I gave him a shout out in this one. But yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying watching the Quail on the Quail cam up above. Make sure to go to my Instagram and TikTok. Give me a follow there. Message me there if you want to. It's always a pretty good time. I don't really post that much on Instagram, but I try to post like the Quail, maybe my craft, anything I make a video of. I guess I try to remember to post it on there if I can, but I'm not too good at remembering to do that. Holler at me if you want some merch. If you message me personally about it, just you know, let me know if you want something in particular. I can make it happen. I can get you a better deal maybe than on the website. But I hope you're having a great time today. I hope you were able to have a good Mother's Day. I hope you're able to have a good day in general. If you're not able to have a good Mother's Day, maybe Mother's Day isn't the best day for you. And you know, if that's the case, that's really unfortunate. I'm really sorry to hear that. I definitely know a few people who Mother's Day is like their least favorite day, similar to how Christmas is for some people. And overall, you know, I'm really sorry to hear that. And you know, I hope you have somebody to talk to about those things, and just know that there are people that just want you to have a good day, and certainly a better tomorrow. So have a great rest of yours. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed this. Comment something about the Quail. I invite you to just say something about them. They're awesome. They're like just these little dinosaurs. They're like little dodos. But yeah, we'll call it a day. Have a great one.